Alright. Hey everybody. It's been a while since I played a new game, so we are playing a game called Snack Bar. So it's kind of like that one bakery game that I played, where you just level up and you make different things go on. However, as you can see, it's cat themed. And if y'all know me on a personal level, or if you're on my social media, you know how much I fucking love cats, dude. And I figured while I play this game, I'd tell you a little bit about my life and what has been going on recently. So, as you can see from some of my videos in my Instagram and stuff like that, I've been seeing somebody, and he's awesome as shit. I've recorded stuff for their band, Metaternal, and I've posted it. They do an absolutely fabulous job. They had a show recently up in Horseheads, New York. I even left work early to try and get to the show. I fucking missed their set. However, there's some pretty cool stuff. All the other bands that were there, I got to meet a lot of famous people. It was pretty cool. There's a band called Edema that played after Metaternal. The singer is really cool, super down to earth. He just had a kid, so little girl, and he's like, I'm gonna use her blood to live forever. It was so fucking funny. His one guitarist, I forget his name, super tall, freakishly tall. Dude's almost 7 foot, in like stark white hair. Like, it's so crazy. He was just super chill, and he ran the merch table. I think it was the bassist. He's super nice, real long beard, wore like a top hat. He was super chill, kept saying hi to me and my boyfriend Ethan every time that he saw us and would just chat with us. A lot of the camera crew was super cool too. Camera and sound guys came over and kept talking to us. It was really, really fun. Then the next band to play was Crazy Town, and if you don't know Crazy Town, they have a lead singer called Shifty. They did have a lead singer called Epic as well, but they're known for that one song called Butterfly. It's been in like different movies. It was super popular back in the day. And these people are all on a tour, mind you. My boyfriend's band just opened for them, but it was super, super cool. I have no clue what happened, but the band Tantric dropped out very last minute, so Metaternal was going to start at 6 p.m. because this location, the L, shuts down at 11 p.m., so they pushed Metaternal back for an hour and said, okay, you're going to play at 7 instead, and you're going to have a longer set. So they got to play for like 45 minutes. I left work at 6:30 thinking I was going to get there. Then I forgot that I needed gas, got gas, and as soon as I walked in the door, I asked the doorman, because they play in back rooms and everything's like super soundproof until you get into the theater, and I was like, hey, has Metaternal played? And they were like, dude, they just got off stage. And I was like, fuck. So I just played roadie and helped everybody pack their shit, packed my boyfriend's bass into my car, and whatever. We had some smoky smoke, because, you know, we gotta. And then we're just back into the game of watching everybody else, hanging with everybody else. It was a really fun time. My boyfriend actually got pictures with some local people that I know, and they were just super into their music. I thought Dima did pretty good. Mind you, I live in a rock, so I don't know these bands very well. I know Crazy Town's Butterfly, but who doesn't know that song? I mean, come on. You're a dummy if you don't. Or you're 7 years old, probably. But it was really, really fucking good. Then Head PE came on. The only shit that sucked when it came to Head PE is that because they were doing shows previous to this, they were coming up from Altoona, and they had some issue with their brake and rotors, so their vehicle broke down. So they broke down, called in, and so we were at a standstill, and so people ended up leaving, which really fucking sucked. It sucked so bad. And then they got there at like 10 p.m. and I was like, oh fuck, dude. So, back to the story. Head PE got there pretty late, and they all felt super bad. They went in and were fixing sound stuff. Sound guys were like, it kind of is what it is, and they're gonna have to play around with whatever the fuck music that they can figure out. So, literally, they improvised their entire set, but it was so fucking good. The head singer, Jared, oh my god, his fucking vocal range. So, mind you, dude is, I think, in his 60s, or at least close to. Like, I have never heard such demonic screaming, like guttural demonic screaming, come from I'm gonna say an old dude. I have never heard that, ever. And his vocal range was so fucking good. So good. I'm gonna put some links in the description so that way you can see some performances from the L and Metaternal's page, and just show everybody some love, because it was a fucking good show, but there was so much chaos, you know. It was a lot of chaos. And then, like, there was some situation because the L welcomes everybody of all ages, and they ask you right up front for if you're going to be drinking, can we get some ID, and we'll give you a thingy, whatever. They're all super chill about that. A little, like, cafe with some food. They got some pop-up stands in there for merch and liquor if you want the liquor, which is pretty good. So there's a lounge area to sit and chill out. There's a smoking outside area, and you just hang out and have a good time, and then you go back to the theater when you're ready. It was an amazing venue. It was beautiful, super clean. You can smell all the pot, but I mean, hey, that's a concert thing, get over it. There was some lady that went over to these kids because all the kids were allowed, and the building had an 11 o'clock curfew because it's a church-owned building, so reasonable, we get it. But some lady was making fun of all these kids being there. The kids had like those big soundproof headphones. They had their tablets. They were sitting on the couch being calm. It wasn't like they were running around and being obnoxious. And she was saying some foul shit about kids being here. And the mom was sitting right there. And she's like, you got a fucking problem with children? And the girl was like, hee oopsies. It's not a hee oopsies. You knew what you were saying. Who you were saying it to. There are fucking repercussions. And then the mom came outside because we were talking to her husband. The mom came outside and said, I can't fucking believe it, and was telling us the story. And I'm just like, what kind of foul-mouthed person says that? And I said to her, I'm like, quite frankly, I don't care for kids. I don't like kids. But it's not like they're running around everywhere. She pointed into the window and we could see inside. She goes, they're playing on tablets and wearing headphones and they're sitting. And I'm like, yeah, they're being chill. They're not obnoxious. And she goes, exactly. And they were the only kids in the building, too. Like, what is the problem? They would go inside and watch the show, see the lights. Then would get bored, go out, play on their tablets and their phones, and chat with each other. Like, what even is the deal? Relax, Karen. Concert Karen. Overall, it was a very, very good show. Head PE kept apologizing and apologizing over and over again. Even at the merch booth, they kept telling everybody how sorry they were, shaking hands, giving hugs. Shifty from Crazy Town gave us stickers. Edema gave us some signed CDs, one with a new EP on it, and one that was just an album that has everybody's signature on it. Ethan was going to have Head PE sign his shirt, but I don't think he ever did. I don't believe so. I didn't see it happen anyways. Some dude with skateboards came over and had people sign his skateboards, like I'm talking like 4 skateboards. Like, he had the wheels and stuff taken off of them, so it was just the board itself, and was just wanting them to sign it. It was really fucking dope. And everybody, like, nobody was a prick. Nobody had that, like, I'm top dog shit. Came over to Ethan, complimented their band, and Head PE, they were talking about music and stuff like that, and Jared from Head PE was like, I am so sorry, dude, and Ethan was talking about stuff, and he goes, thank you so much for keeping the show going, because they had made Metaternal set so large in the beginning, and Metaternal only has one original, which they did add to the set, but they mainly do different covers, which they do a phenomenal job. I so wish that I made it in time to see everybody play. I literally got there when everybody was packing up. Like, not Crazy Town and Head PE in them. I literally only missed Metaternal set, which was the reason I was going. But I was like, you know what? I'll stay the entire time, check these people out, which I need to add some more music to my YouTube and my Spotify lists now, because Crazy Town and fucking Head PE were so my vibe. I liked Edema, but I don't know. I'm very like, well, people are like, oh, I like this specific genre. I'm like, I like specific artists, which I didn't hate their music. It's just not my style. But I love live music, and I appreciate their work, and hell, they're doing a better job than most bands out there, so fuck it. I'm super excited to see their work in the future, too, because they are working on a new album. They haven't had an album out in a very long time, so I'm super excited, and I want to get my grubby hands on it. Absolutely, absolutely. Metaternal was an opening band for their tour. It's a new metal tour, and that's pretty fucking dope. So I'm super excited that the guys' names got out there, Metaternal. I'm excited that their names got out there. They got to play for such big people, and they got to befriend them too. Like, I am not shitting you on how nice and humble these people are, because 9 times out of 10, you play for a band or you meet a band and they're all douchey and just kind of gross and skeezy, but these are genuinely nice people who are just great artists and famous. They're so down to earth and shaking your hand and hugging you, and they're talking to you and not at you, you know? Like, it was such a surreal experience. I don't know these people, and they're not idols of mine, but they're idols to somebody. They're idols to Ethan, which was such a huge deal for him. And, I kind of feel bad for the people that showed up and left, because Head PE was fucking good, guys. Like, if you missed out on Head PE, I don't know what to tell you, because that set was amazing. Yes, it was improvised, but it was fucking good. Jared yelled into the microphone, let's play this song, and he goes, no, wait, and he looks at the drummer and yells, old school, and the drummer just kind of looks at him. They, like, had some weird connection, and then the drummer just starts banging out shit, and they played, I forget the original artist, but it's the song that says, I want to be sedated. fuck, I can't think of who it was that originally sang that. But they did such an amazing job with that. Yeah, it was so good. Then Head PE, they had some weird thing where it was like a keyboard with a mouthpiece and you blew into it and played some weird funky keys. No clue what that instrument is called, but that was so fucking cool. And being 60 or near 60 and jumping around like he did, like I could go on and on and on about this shit. It was so dope. Yeah. I'm just in awe at the show. Like, turns out at the very beginning, Metaternal was having technical issues. My boyfriend's bass wasn't connecting to the tuner, so there was some issue with that. No clue what the fuck was happening, but once he got it fixed, he did a great job. Some of the guys did notice that Ethan was kind of freaking out. Went over to him after the show and was like, hey, you did a great job. You just gotta learn to keep calm when shit goes awry. And Ethan's like, I know. And he goes, but dude, you played fucking phenomenally. You just need to calm down. Because there's some people that were like in music business but weren't playing that were coming over and talking to him about that and just like, you're pretty new, aren't you? And then he's like, yeah, I've been with the band for 2 months. And they're like, oh, gotcha. And Ethan plays in a riot of different, like, musical instruments. Bass isn't his thing. He plays guitar, but once you go from guitar, bass to either or, like say you play bass, you can play guitar, you play guitar, you can play bass. It's easy switch. It really, really is. I am not very musically inclined. I used to play bass about a decade ago. I sucked really bad. I used to have a keyboard, and I could play that. It was one of those, like, play keyboards for kids, but I could play that, so I would love to get back into playing stuff. I still have this weird allergy, like laryngitis shit going on, so my voice still sucks. There's certain notes that I can no longer hit because of how raw my throat constantly is. That, and with my new medication, which peeped my old video, I'm finally now upping to the normal dose, which is 2 a day, daily, and I have such bad cotton mouth, and I'm a human cactus. I don't drink because I don't notice that I'm thirsty until I'm, like, dizzy, or I can't speak because I'm so dry. So, it's just a whole thing. But I'm so proud of Ethan and the guys for getting their shit together, playing an amazing set. I feel bad that I missed it, but like I said, I'm going to put links in the description so that way you can check everything out. Check out the L, check out Crazy Town, Head PE, Edema. Fucking give them some love. Look at their tour, see if there's any tour dates that you want to go to. Metaternal is going to be taking a break from shows because they want to work on a new set list. So they're going to be off from now through the entire month of May. They're going to be doing practices and stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe they'll film a little bit of their practice sessions. Who knows? But yeah. I'm also going to link in the description the original song that they have. It'll be under James Coyle, which is the singer. Fucking amazing dude. Awesome. But yeah, so fucking good show. Fucking amazing. We all have issues, so I'm never gonna fault anybody for that. Never ever. Because they all did a fucking amazing job. They owned up to their shit when they fucked up. Everybody. And they just played a kick-ass show, and are kick-ass people, and I really applaud everybody for their hard efforts with that. Absolutely. It's kind of, I don't know, it's almost a perk to dating somebody who's in the music business, because you can get in, and not that it was like VIP stuff like that, but they were able to connect, and I was right there, and they were talking to me about stuff, got to take pictures and videos of it, which you will see on my Instagram. If you go to my link, you will get to see different pictures and videos of Ethan with some pretty fucking kick-ass people. So yeah, just make sure to give everybody some love and listen to their music. And if there's any places near your home that are having the new metal tour, fucking check it out. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get to meet some kick-ass people, get some connections, make some new friends. That's what music's all about, is making connections, friends, building a family, all of it, having your own community. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to my rock and roll rant.